Good morning. Welcome to the CBS Week Ahead Report. I'm David Combe. It's Monday the 17th of January, just after 8:30 a.m. So, expectations. Perhaps we look at what happened in the US over the weekend. I actually saw the major indices there all up reasonably well. The interesting thing was that the retail sales numbers that came out on Friday night weren't actually all that encouraging. Just go back there and bring those up here if I can get this to cooperate. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we saw the retail sales come in at 0.6%. The expectation was for 0.8 and the previous was 0.8. So this is for December, and we're seeing a decline in retail sales there. So really that shouldn't have been received all that positively. The other thing was consumer price index, which came in at 1.5 rather than expectation of 1.3 and a previous of 1.1. So that denotes the price of the average basket of goods that the typical American might buy. So that's going up, suggesting inflation is coming through, and retail sales is coming off. So all in all, not the best data there, but that didn't seem to put the markets off, and we have the Dow up 0.47%, S&P 500 up 0.74%, and the Nasdaq up 0.73%. So one of the things that might be helping drive that is that we are now coming into the earnings season, and there will be an avalanche of data coming through on that front. And again, maybe that optimism is a little bit overdone. I guess we'll see once those earnings reports start to come out in positive bias or negative, as the case might be. Okay, so moving on to have a look at Europe, what happened there. The only major index that was down was the FTSE, down 0.36. The CAC was up 0.121 rather. DAX up just 0.01%. Madrid up 0.14, and Milan up 0.71. Then the futures in our region are suggesting a 30-point decline for the Nikkei, an 83-point rise for the Hang Seng, and for our SPY 200, moving up 11 to the 4,801. Commodities. West Texas crude 91.54, that was up 14. Then out of the softs, the big movers were cocoa, up 2.27, and wool up 2.44. Now wool's had quite a big move lately. It's been trading around the $10 level for a very, very long time. Now at $11.35 per kilo. Not entirely sure what's driving that. Check that out. Other big decliner was sugar, down 3.65%. And then we saw a big move on gold, down $26.50 to $13.60.5, and silver at $28.32. Bigger move there in percentage terms, 3.22%. Copper at $4.41.20, was up $3.50. Sorry, 3.5 cents. Take a look at what the currencies pairs were doing. Euro is buying a little bit more greenback at 1.3399. Pound is buying a little bit more also at 1.5873. And the US dollar is buying a little fewer yen at 82.78.5. And the Aussie was buying 0.9902 US dollars. And the US dollar is buying 0.9883 Canadian and 0.9633 Swiss francs. Okay, let's take a look here. We looked at those numbers that came out of the States on Friday night. So we'll move on to expectations for this week. Okay, so we've got some TD securities inflation numbers for locally for December year on year. Previous was 3.9 there, so we'll watch that one, due out 10:30. Then some housing data out of the UK and some Japanese consumer confidence and households consumer confidence numbers out later on this afternoon. Moving tomorrow, the most significant bit of data there looks to be the UK CPI, year on year, month on month. Expectation is for a 3.4, previous was a 3.3. Then we move into Wednesday with the Bank of Canada rates decision, expected to be kept at 1% there, and UK jobless numbers coming out. Previous was no new jobs, and prior to that was negative 1.2K. Then Thursday we've got some CPI data out of New Zealand. They're expecting quite a strong move up there, 4%, previous was 1.5. And another number to watch here as far as our local market is concerned, there'll be a lot of attention pointed towards the Chinese gross domestic product year on year for Q4 numbers. Expectation is 9.4, previous was 9.6. Then finally we go through the retail sales out of Canada, month on month for November. Looking at a 0.4 print there, previous was 0.8. That about wraps up the major economic data for the rest of the week. Really not too much there to be too concerned about, and really we need to be focused perhaps on or mindful of some of these earnings numbers that are going to be coming out of the US there. Quick look at the Falcon Trader here. We'll just look at our simulation account here, see how that's travelling. We've still got a Aussie dollar hedge on, and we're still holding these various trades here. And we're at 214,000, up from 200,000 at the beginning of November. So a reasonably good result there. I'm not going to go through anything specifically here on our watch list just today, so I'll wind it up here, and we'll speak again pretty soon, I'm sure. Thanks as always for your attention. Happy trading. Have a great week. Bye for now.